Justice Bhatt from Delhi High Court, Honorable Judges from the Delhi High Court, Executive Chairman from other salsas, Honorable Chief Justices who are present here, Mr. Suri, President of the Supreme Court Bar Association, paralegal volunteers who really serve, Mr. Nariman, who is present here today, the members of National Legal Services Authority, friends from the electronic and print media, ladies and gentlemen. I think quite a lot has been spoken. I have one question to ask me. Why do we celebrate a particular day or a day chosen for an occasion? Today we are celebrating the Legal Services Day. I must take you in my real life to history. The year was 1978. A thinker, philosopher was coming to address us. I was a young lawyer, but we had a club called Toastmasters Club. And the topic he has chosen, why do we celebrate? I do not intend to tell you what he spoke all about. Suffice it to say, the line that rings is, we celebrate because we intend to share what we have done, the pleasures, the agonies, the anguishes, the achievements, the ambitions, the perspectives, our future plans, programs, everything we intend to speak. And that is why we celebrate, and the purpose of celebration is to share. इसीलिए पैरालीगल वॉलंटियर से लेके ऑनरेबल लॉ मिनिस्टर तक भी यहाँ है, इसलिए हैं कि वो सबके साथ शेयर करना चाहते हैं. They intend to share. That's the first one. Justice Lokur intended to state, and really stated from the data which I am aware of, that we have been able to, the NALSA and various state legal services authority, to reach 3% of the populace by granting legal aid. We are not going by the percentage. We are not going by the quantification. We are going by the service orientation. The Honorable Law Minister spoke about pro bono lawyering, Nyayamitras. The chairman of NALSA emphasized on paralegal volunteers. It's my duty to tell you, the paralegal volunteers are the first ones who come in contact with the persons who need legal help, then have to make them legally aware. That is why at one point of time, in the midst of May 2017, we had connected a phrase, only connect, samand rakho, jankari lo. And second, we had a meet at Faridabad, We had captioned the idea, you are not alone. अकेले नहीं है आप. I have told you, you are not alone. It's very easy to say that you are not alone, you are not solitary. But how do you make the other man who is suffering, वो अकेला नहीं है? आप लोगों में से कितने पारा वॉलंटियर्स हैं? आज कम है, कोई बात नहीं. You see, a paralegal volunteers is expected. वो गांव-गांव में अपने जो गांव है, कम्युनिटी में है, वो जाएं, बातें करें, समझाएं और समझें. You know why? I must express the others' concern. It was 1926. America was suffering from great recession. People felt throughout the states that we don't belong. At that point of time, a great dramatist who got the Nobel Prize later on, Eugene O'Neill, wrote a play which was based on theme of belonging. Do I belong? When a man feels that he doesn't belong, there is a question mark on his identity. Identity cannot be questioned. And once identity is questioned, or man feels he is losing his identity, there is frustration. The legal aid lawyers, the legal aid providers, the paralegal volunteers who go to the community center, they have to really eradicate that problem. They must make them aware, make them feel, make them realize, I am with you. You are not alone. You belong to us. And that is why initially we had 54,000 paralegal volunteers. By end of August, I promised that we will be making it up to 90,000, but we had apportioned in all the states, and we have already got, I think, 81,000 by end of August. In India now, there may be many, but 81,000 paralegal volunteers who are only required to connect. The Honorable Minister said they have to be given incentive. The hours. He is correct in his perception. There is no question of quarreling with them. But first have a duty. What can NALSA do? What can we do? Hours they shall give. I am on sustenance. When we had a paralegal volunteers conference at the national level here, they asked me, we are not getting adequate work. The Honorable Law Minister is absolutely correct. They are not lawyers and they are also not in employment. They are service providers. Per day when they work, they used to get 250 in certain states. I wrote to all the states, enhance it to minimum 500 because it's a pan-India program. In certain states, they get more. No problem. It depends upon fiscal handling. But the minimum stipend should be equal. आप लोगों को 500 रुपए का मिल रहा है ना? मैं पैरालीगल वॉलंटियर से सवाल कर रहा हूं. मिल. आगे ज्यादा मिल सकता है. मगर कैसे मिलेगा? कैसे मिलेगा? ऐसे घर बैठने से तो नहीं मिलेगा. काम करने से मिलेगा। काम का मतलब है, मैं लास्ट टाइम भी आपको बोला था, आप अपने आप को पावरफुल मत समझो एंड डू नॉट ऑल्सो फील कि आप पावरफुल नहीं हो। आप हमारे लिंक हो। मैंने एक शब्द उस टाइम इस्तेमाल किया था, व्यवहार किया था, क्या आप हमारे दूत नहीं हो, देवदूत हो। देवदूत का मतलब समझते हैं ना, जो वहां से आके यहां बोलते हैं। आप आसान कर सकते हो। As far as this module is concerned, paralegal volunteers must understand they deserve and require simultaneously sustenance and training. You have a particular mindset, but that mindset must fit into the working sphere and the working framework of NALSA. You can't go beyond the boundaries of law or the legal framework. You must have a societal attitude. You must have a social philosophy. But there has to be a synthesis, a balance, a harmony between your social philosophy and the legal structure. And that is why you are called paralegal volunteers. As far as the legal aid lawyers are concerned, we have tried, and there will be still constant and consistent endeavor that they shall be given the training. There will be master trainers, and they must also understand not to tell in a court of law is a brief from the legal aid. A brief is a brief. When you are arguing with that kind of sincerity, commitment. Why do you start or commence your argument in a court of law? It's a brief from the legal aid. Law has its own perception. You have to argue as a briefed lawyer. On the contrary, I would say you must argue with more vigor, more enthusiasm, more concern, and more humanitarian perception. The Honorable Law Minister has said they have a cadre of Nyayaduts at a particular level and thereafter another level, just to see whether matters where the honor trial is going on or the matters are more than 10 years old. I must, it's my obligation to do so, make aware the Honorable Law Minister. I have written to all the high courts to focus and have benches who can deal with appeals, especially criminal appeals, which are more than 10-year-old. I also requested the Honorable Chief Justices to have benches on Saturday and list the matter of the legal aid lawyers and also of those lawyers who expressed their consent to agree to argue on a Saturday. Until today, all the high courts put together in this country are disposed of more than 2,100 criminal appeals on Saturday. The credit goes to the bar. The credit goes to the bar and should go. As judges or adjudicators, we should not take the credit. We can only say we have lived the concept which is dear to me, serviceability of the institution. Recently I have told at a particular place, there are two concepts, docket inclusion and docket exclusion. Sometimes instead of saying docket inclusion, some people use the phraseology docket explosion. People must come to court. When they come to court, it's intrinsic that the faith is there in the judiciary. And that is why NALSA, SALSA, District Legal Services Authorities, and Taluk Legal Services Committee espouse the cause by making the people aware. If you have a right, you have a right to litigate, and if you come within the ambit and sweep of those categories of people, we shall fund you. That is docket inclusion. This kind of docket inclusion is a most welcome feature, which is a constitutional mandate, a statutory command, and also the philosophy of NALSA, SALSA, and onwards. I must have a sentence to add with regard to explosion. When we say docket explosion, we intend to convey, for God's sake, do not file frivolous cases, do not burden the system. But when a man genuinely feels and sanguinely has the attitude that he is being neglected, that case he is entitled to file, and judge is entitled to adjudge it according to its merits. The purpose of saying is this: never feel that there are no people who are to serve you. It's the motto of NALSA and others who are working with NALSA, not to make a man feel that he is marginalized or underprivileged or disadvantaged. Because if he is marginalized, we'll bring him up, that we are with you. If it is underprivileged, we shall step him up, that we are with you. And if he is in a disadvantaged position, we shall bring him to an advantageous position. And that is why the wise king Solomon had said, I don't quote, I said, just say what he said. Speak who can't speak. Look at them who really can't look up the system. Judge them. It's because, and that is what precisely Tripitak says on justice. You see, the universal thinking is everywhere is the same in different language. Nobody wants anyone to go